GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Experience the next level of imaging with the Vivo X100 series. Buy now.
Where you guys never offered a movie other than Fuzzy.
I don't know, there were a couple of films
Were there?
that we could have done
Floating?
together. Even your debut film was at some point offered to me.
What?
Yeah, it was.
I've had drama. When I've been in a relationship, there's been drama between
Is it like a girl
my
thing? mother
and my
Logo ka
boyfriend
jaisa
and
ye
stuff
to
like that. That's happened. My mother, actually, every mother is, they're always worried about you.
Yeah.
Fakest articles roaming around about me. It's been so hard for me because they morphed like Times of India, they morphed BBC on it and all. So I had like my family members and so many people messaging me, what is this? And they've taken some pictures from like different films where I'm crying, they made the eyes more red and all. And it was really difficult for me also at my position to get those articles off.
For a woman, of course, when one is with a co-actor, when I'm with my wife, when I'm with my family, my eyes are wide open to ensure, okay, yaar, I'm here. Because why is that there? That insecurity is there because somewhere I know, chance mila to kar lenge shoot.
In a world driven by AI, actually two of the hottest actors who make for the hottest on-screen pairing of 2024 come together for a film and the promos are amazing. I am in love with the promos and I've been telling the team that, listen, I actually had apprehensions, I'll come to that. जब मैंने सुना था कि ये impossible love story है, but when I see the promos, I feel like, bro, it's such a cool vibe. Thank you for joining us in conversation with me on Galatta India, Kriti Sanon and Shahid Kapoor. Thank you so much.
See, this time I didn't make you laugh.
That's why my introduction was perfect, yeah, मैंने कुछ गलती नहीं की. When the whole idea, when you guys were shooting for the film and nobody knew, but there was a little bit of a story that it could be a robotic love story, a love story between a human and a robot. There were apprehensions. I'll be honest, even I thought that how will they pull it off? But when I saw the trailer, I'm gonna tell you this, that it is possibly one of the coolest trailers cut. Because it's unique. It's an impossible love story, but in a way, you just fall in love with the whole vibe of the film. Was it difficult for the team to convince you in the beginning? Because it usually doesn't happen, or maybe it can happen in a world driven by AI today.
When he was talking, I remembered a friend of mine, okay? So, when I had told him, कि मैं next year कर रहा हूँ, oh wow, good yeah bro, all the best and all happened. Then after that I told him, I said मैं आपको trailer दिखाना चाहता हूँ. It was actually Alim, okay? But he always said क्या है ये look किस film के लिए क्या है? So you have to give a one line, ना? So then after that, finally I said sir trailer देखते हैं. I showed him the trailer. Trailer खत्म हुआ. He took a long breath. I said क्या हुआ? He said यार तूने जब मुझे ये कहानी बताई थी ना मुझे लगा था इतनी खराब बकवास होने वाली है पिक्चर.
But he
said I saw this trailer and I loved it. मुझे सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा लगा.
That's been the response normally.
Yeah.
Like you said, most people around me also when they got to know it's a robo love story, between robot and like a human being and all, they were like, I don't know, how is that going to happen? That's going to be so weird.
Sure.
Yeah. And I think that's the fun of it. When everybody feels like it's not possible to do something like that and you do something like that, and then those same people are like, listen, I really want to watch this.
Yeah, it is.
So what she's saying is correct. So firstly, जब मैंने film की कहानी सुनी, so the way the film kind of flowed and the way things happen and the whole thing and the way they had thought about it and जो उन्होंने सवाल जो आपके नेचुरली आते हैं उनके जवाब उन्होंने प्लांट किए थे सीन्स के अंदर लेकिन एंटरटेनिंगली किए थे. कहीं पे भी ऐसा नहीं लग रहा था अब हम ज्ञान दे रहे हैं, बट कहीं पे ऐसा भी नहीं लग रहा था यार कुछ भी हो रहा है यार. वो दैट बैलेंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो फर्स्टली तो ये बहुत एंटरटेनिंग फिल्म है. सो वाइल वी वर शूटिंग दिस फिल्म, जो इसकी लव स्टोरी है वो खिल के बाहर आने लगी. बिकॉज हमारा भी वही सवाल था कि कैसे होगा. How will you do that? But the biggest thing that we did is that we decided that Sifra, which is her character, should be AI. It should have the ability to perceive and respond, as opposed to कि आपने instruction दिया वो mathematically respond कर रही है वैसा. और वो हम already आज की तारीख में experience कर रहे हैं. आप Alexa से बात करो. So of course वो एक certain level तक है, but we have taken it one step forward to show कि वो perceive कर सकती है, समझ सकती है और उसके हिसाब से रिस्पॉन्ड कर सकती है. बिकॉज अगर वो क्वालिटी इस रोबोट के अंदर नहीं होती तो प्यार नहीं हो सकता. बिकॉज प्यार में लेन देन होता है. देयर इज गिव एंड टेक. यू फील एंड यू रिस्पॉन्ड, यू नो. सो दैट वाज द बिगेस्ट डिसीजन आई थिंक जो हमने लिया, जो एक क्वेश्चनेबल डिसीजन था कि यार लोग समझेंगे नहीं समझेंगे, समझेंगे नहीं समझेंगे. बट अगर इस फिल्म को बनाना था और इस फिल्म के अंदर एक बिलीवेबिलिटी लानी थी तो वो लीप ऑफ फेथ हमें लेनी थी. तो वो हमने ली एंड दैट enabled us to be able to create the possibility of something like this happening even for ourselves as actors and you know for the film.
And also I feel like every film and every script has a journey, you know, and I really believe like everything happens for the best. When we started this journey, this film, like his character could have been a geeky, you know, not so like just like mesmerized character and just comedy happening, you know. The love story bit was lesser, comedy was more. And I think when I would give a lot of the credit
Comedy
to
still
him.
there a lot.
Yeah, but I'm saying the
But
love
depth
story,
nahi,
depth, believability was less. It could have been frivolous. Let me just say that. And I think the credit a lot goes to him because he got that like credibility of the actor and the experience that he's had. And just like when he's on screen, you don't expect him to be, you expect this character to be intelligent and you expect this character to wanna actually feel it, to feel convinced, you know. And then Sifra's character changed to being almost close to human, so close that he could not figure it out, you know.
But I have to tell you this, that's half the battle won actually when you convince people with the trailer and the song. I love the songs. Okay, I know one is coming out today. And
one reel you've done, one I'm assuming you're doing now.
Of course. I'm famous for that only now, so might as well. I have to say this, that when I think of both of you as a pair, on-screen pair, I think you're the most good-looking pair also, along with the credibility that you both bring to the table. You guys were supposed to do a film, which released as your web series last year, but it was supposed to be Farzi. When it was supposed to be a film, and you both were supposed to do it like 9 years ago, 10 years ago almost from today. 9 years ago. What took you so long to just come and do a film? Where you guys never offered a movie other than Farzi
Actually,
together?
no.
I don't know, there were a couple of films
Were there?
that you know we could have done
floating?
together. Even your debut film was at some point offered to me.
What?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I had no idea about this.
it
This is
was-
revelation.
I mean, I don't usually like to. Abhi itna time ho gaya that I can say it, but I don't like to say, you know, if something has come and if I have not done it, I don't like to. But even that was offered.
But I believe in destiny. I feel like this honestly at the
No,
right
I
time,
actually
right film.
I'm enjoying working with her now because I feel that
I would have also been very new and raw and probably like I
just
don't know.
like I was looking forward to working with her,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was enjoying her work as an actor, and I felt like when I met her, she has a strong mind, or she's settled, she knows what she's doing, and she has that confidence and that herao, and all those were things that I really look forward to seeing in a co-actor, because I think जब वो सब चीजें होती हैं तो you can take things to a slightly
Next
like
level.
to another level. Yeah, and I felt when I met her कि even though ये film एक certain type की film है, but I think a lot of that has happened while we've shot this film, and a lot of that is what is coming through in the trailer also, because कुछ फिल्में ऐसी होती हैं, you know, it can go right, it can go wrong. और मैंने ऐसी बहुत फिल्में की हैं. मेरी ज़्यादातर फिल्में जो लोगों को पसंद आई हैं, they could have gone very badly wrong. You know, so but that's the challenge, और उसी में मज़ा आता है कि now how do we sell it, like how do we make it feel like it's real, not
believable.
So that's what I chase as an actor. I feel that my job, I might be perfect, imperfect, effective, subtle, loud, whatever, but I must bring believability to it.
Absolutely.
You know? And I think that's what we were chasing. She was chasing, because वो अभी पिछले 3-4 फिल्मों से कुछ सॉलिड काम करके आई है, यू नो, तो इसको भी अंदर से फट रही होगी कि यार मैं अभी नेशनल अवार्ड जीत के आई हूँ और मैंने अपनी लाइफ का अपने सबसे अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिया है और फिर मुझे ये नहीं करना है. आई कुड सेंस दैट इन हर कि उसके अंदर वो एक इनसिक्योरिटी थी जो हर एक्टर के अंदर होनी चाहिए कि यार इफ़ आई डोंट गेट दिस राइट ना, वो एक होता है अपना इंटरनल मीटर होता है कि सामने वाला जो भी कहे बट इंटरनली डिड आई फील इट, यू नो, वो सिर्फ कुछ एक्टर्स में होता है, ज़्यादातर यू आर हैप्पी दे आर हैप्पी, ऐसा होता है, यू नो. सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द फिल्म मेकर, बट उसका अंदर एक इंटरनल मीटर अपना भी है, एंड आई रियली लाइक दैट अबाउट.
But you know that there's something that connects the two of you. I feel you guys are extremely balanced and secure when it comes to the profession. Like
We
honestly,
compete a lot.
but I have never
We're also
heard-
competitive as people.
competitive, of
Yeah.
course, but I'm saying that, but still balanced. It's not like unhealthy competition.
No,
like,
it's not.
But
I've
actually,
never.
we've not really competed in this. मैं
No,
ऐसे
we're
बोल रहा था.
competitive as individuals,
Yeah. To
be our
but
best.
to be our
For the
best.
film.
Yeah.
Like if you do something really well or something, I'm like, oh shit, you know, I need to like get my game better.
Yeah.
But I feel like when we're doing a scene
Yeah.
where it is more about the scene and it's like, okay, we need to really do this really good, you know,
Yeah.
like together. So I think
But
that's
we like
there.
to be together only in the scene. Otherwise, you're on your own.
Eh?
तू अपना देख ले.
Moving
But
on.
but another thing that connects the two of you is that, you know, you guys want things a certain way, and you guys will keep at it till you get it that way. You have a vision for it, right?
See, क्या होता है, वो भी एक extreme quality बुरी हो जाती है.
हाँ जी.
You know, क्योंकि
A lot of perceptions come into play
क्या
and
है,
then
see,
also.
filmmaking, it's not, I'm not here to prove a point about myself.
Yeah.
I'm here to participate in a film. वो भी मैंने देखा है, मैं उन एक्टर्स के साथ काम भी कर चुका हूँ जो ऐसे स्टेज पे पहुँच जाते हैं where they look at themselves above everything around them. You know, and that is very annoying. I find that very annoying. कि मैं हूँ इसमें तो अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. अरे भाई तुम हो, लेकिन और भी लोग हैं, कहानी है, कैरेक्टर है, बैलेंस लेके चलो, अपना बेस्ट करो, लेकिन इतना ज़्यादा मत करो कि दूसरे लोग बेचारे सब हिल्टर सब खड़पुड़ पुड़पुड़ ऐसा सब गड़बड़ हो जाए. वो बहुत ख़राब. उससे बेहतर है कि आपको नहीं पता आप क्या कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि कोई आपको गाइड करके you are not the big picture, you are part of the big picture. You might be a substantial part of the picture, you might be a central part of the picture, but there is a lot. It's like, you know, if I can't see the background and if I only see your face, the background sets context to your face in a frame, so everything else sets context to what you're doing, and a lot of actors lose context because they're only interested in themselves.
But that- good
I
that
don't
you
see that
pointed
in
it
her. I don't think I have been there in life. I don't feel that. Eventually you have to bat for the product, and I felt supported by her as an actor and a co-star on many occasions. Like today she has matched her outfit to mine, you know, which is very sweet
Consciously?
of her. Yeah, because we, you know, which is
'Cause
cool,
you've
right?
also
And
done that, yeah.
have I have, yeah, I
Yeah,
did, yeah.
yeah.
But I'm just saying that these are the things that actually make you have fun on a film set.
Yeah.
But कभी-कभी ये भी होता है कि इतना ज़्यादा ये सब चल रहा होता है कि लोग फिल्म पे ही नहीं concentrate करते. तो everything has to be
Be a
in a
balance.
degree.
I think what you're
कि
trying
हम
to
एक दूसरे को
say,
हाँ ही बोलते रहें तो
I think what you're trying to say that we're probably two people who have a strong mind. When we, like as
Absolutely.
people, we
Absolutely.
we're strong-minded and we kind of need to be convinced in every way of
Yeah.
what we're doing in that scene.
Yeah.
So that happens. So there is a lot of like, it's not कि अच्छा ठीक है ये करना है हाँ ठीक है कर लूँगी. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, but how am I doing this? I'm a robot. Is this becoming too robotic now? Do I need to, you know, get it a little more human because he will know otherwise? So there's a lot of like, you know, questions around it which
need
should
to
be.
feel correctly answered.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was coming to, because the commonality also is that when you want to do things a certain way, like I also, if I have a vision for a particular show that I want to do and I want to do it a certain way, and if it doesn't happen, when we have questions, because creative questions, then you are actually given terms like you're brash or arrogant when you both are not actually. And a lot of people, you also know it that they have.
तूने इतने convincingly बोला कि मैं convince हो गया. You know it? So I'm
You
like,
definitely,
I know it.
You
are right.
definitely know it. That there are people who think like that about people.
I've
who
only
are-
been told, Are, she asks a lot of questions, but I'm very proud of it. I don't care. I don't think I would have grown as an actor if I didn't have questions. I would have been like at the same level. I think if you have to grow, you have to ask questions
But
for
you have the
yourself to grow.
answers also, na? See,
Not always.
But people think that when you're asking a question, you know, but you also then give them the answer, na? Between action and cut, who gives the answer?
Yeah, of course.
As an actor, you have to do it. Like,
Yeah.
there are different types of things. Like, a cameraman has a different way of doing something, right? A director has a different way. But an actor who's standing in the frame, if he's not convinced of what he's
Yeah.
doing, it's going to weaken him.
Yeah.
And it's going to take away from the purity or the potential of what he can do. So I think that's the biggest vulnerability of an actor, जो बहुत कम filmmakers समझते हैं. It's a very vulnerable thing. अगर मैं खुद ही अंदर से convinced नहीं हूँ, तो मैं यार जो 300 लोग खड़े हुए shot देख रहे हैं, मैं कैसे उन्हें convince करूँ? मैं खुद ही convinced नहीं हूँ. तो मेरे अंदर ये है, कुछ होते हैं लोग जो कहते हैं कि मैं convince कर दूँगा. But I am not about that. Like, I think craft is secondary. Primary is what you feel and if it's honest.
Yeah.
Craft can enhance that, you know, but that feeling has to be there. So for me, I think it's my most vulnerable thing, that I can't convince you if I'm not convinced. So if that comes across as being stuck up or whatever, then unfortunately you're not understanding why the person is asking or why he's behaving like that. You should have to always understand ऐसा क्यों बोल रहा है, क्यों सोच रहा है. Like I try to do that when I meet people कि ऐसा क्यों बोल रही है. So many times with her, she would get stuck at a certain spot and I would be like यार क्या. But then I would understand हाँ यार ये robot है इसके लिए आसान. And then we would talk about it and then she would come to it, you know. And it was not like that for me. I could be more free flowing.
Yeah.
You know, and when I am free flowing in a shot. And if I, for example, do something which is not written, which I do very often in shorts, jo dikha nahi hai, then she has to be clear how she can respond, right? So that is something that's not easy for her. So we have to understand each other.
Each other, yeah.
Everybody has their own.
But actually, I've had situations where people who've told me in the beginning, "Arey, kitne sawal पूछती है," have later, after many years, also said that, you know, the best thing about her is she's so curious, and I'm like, okay, things change.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you know, you guys started from nothing, and today you guys have reached a position where everybody looks at you with a lot of credibility. What is that thing that when you started off, if you look back, what is that thing that you felt would have been impossible for you to achieve but you've achieved?
Work with Kriti Sanon.
Impossible कैसे था ये?
क्योंकि
Second
जब भी
year
हम
of
try करते थे नहीं होता था.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Meant to
true.
be.
That's true.
What about you?
Oh, now I can't give the same answer.
Of course
'cause
you
he's
can't.
given it.
Of course you can't.
What was your question? What
What is
I
that thing that you
was
thought would have been
impossible?
impossible for you but you eventually achieved it?
Impossible to achieve. I don't think any of this I thought was impossible. I always thought it was possible, which is why it's happened. So
That's
I feel,
true.
Yeah.
I think जो लोग अपने बलबूते पे खड़े होते हैं, उनके अंदर वो एक I don't know if it's called arrogance, but
Belief.
एक वो
Belief.
ढीठपन. मुझे लगता है it's ढीठ.
Persistence?
Yeah.
ढीठ आई फील. मैं तो ढीठ था. तू बोल ले कि मैं खराब हूँ, लेकिन मुझे पता है मैं अच्छा हूँ, मैं कर लूँगा. You know, वो होता है बिकॉज आप भी अपने आप को धीरे धीरे सुधारते हो. आप अपनी पहली फिल्म में वो नहीं होते जो आप खुद समझते हो आप होगे.
Yeah.
और फिर आप उसको चेज करते हो कि नहीं यार मैं वो, आप खुद एविडेंस देखते हो अपने सामने कि नहीं यार जो मुझे लग रहा है मैं वो नहीं हूँ, लेकिन फिर आपके अंदर वो भूख पैदा होती है कि नहीं लेकिन मुझे वो बनना है. फिर आप उसमें स्टार्ट करते हो, फिर धीरे धीरे आपको दिखता है कि आप बेहतर हो रहे हो. यू नो, आई कैन सी दैट इन हर एज एन आर्टिस्ट. आई फील आई हैव ग्रोन एज एन आर्टिस्ट. तो वो दिखना चाहिए. क्या शुरुआत तो हर इंसान कहीं से करेगा ही, लेकिन आप ग्रो कर रहे हो या नहीं. कई लोग 8 पे शुरू करते हैं और 8 पे ही ख़त्म करते हैं. कई लोग 9 पे शुरू करते हैं और 6 पे ख़त्म करते हैं. कई लोग 3 पे शुरू करके 10 पे पहुंच जाते हैं. यू नो, so I think it's the progression that's more important.
Absolutely. You know, before going, I will definitely ask you this: that it's also a family drama, right? And it's also about love. So, what is your opinion
More
about love?
entertainer than drama.
Yeah, like,
drama इतना नहीं है.
It's an entertainer. Yeah, it's an entertainer.
Entertaining
The
drama.
family is a very entertaining family.
Yeah, I love
It's not a
the
dramatic
characters.
family.
Yeah.
मुझे जानना है कि अपने खुद के family में, like if you suppose when you were in love, okay, you are married today, but when you were in love and stuff, who had the most obnoxious reactions in the family? Who could have?
To
and
what?
for you, to your love story, to any of your love stories. Like everybody has a different
In personal
reaction in the film. Huh?
In personal
Of
life.
course, in personal life.
I have a very supportive family. Nobody ever, मतलब मेरे mom, मेरे dad have always said कि बेटा we are always with you whatever you feel. दोस्त होते हैं, पागल हो गया है, ये लड़की रॉन्ग है तेरे भाई, तू तो बदल ही गया पिछले कुछ टाइम से जब से लड़की तेरी लाइफ में आई है भाई. ये सब होता है, दोस्तों के साथ होता है.
What about you?
I've had drama. When I've been in a relationship, there's been drama between
Isn't like a girl
my
thing?
mother and my
लोगों का तो
boyfriend
ऐसा ही
and
है
stuff
तो
like
कुछ-
that. That's happened. My mother, actually, every mother is, you know, they're always worried about you.
Yeah.
And I call my mom, her name is Chintamani on my phone because she's always really worried. Okay, she'll assume the worst. So yeah, there's been a lot of drama in my house.
Also,
Happens.
it's the world of AI, right? So what happens is when tech,
You've come back to the film now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
when that was also
नहीं
a
वो
film
वो
question.
अलग-अलग aspects ले रहे हैं.
नहीं नहीं वो
वो
भी
अलग-अलग
film का
aspects
question
ले रहे हैं.
था.
अभी
हाँ, वो
family
भी-
लिया,
हाँ,
drama,
वो भी-
family, whatever.
हाँ,
हाँ.
exactly. When tech takes over emotions, it also has a very very negative side to life. You know, today there are actors who are facing a lot of those voice recordings which are actually recorded by AI and they have to come and clarify.
Fake
Then there are
videos and all.
deep
Yeah.
fakes which are happening. Do you think that it's also detrimental to celebrities especially because it's happening so much more to you guys?
I mean, it's a scary place in general, and all this is. I mean,
हमारे
right
बारे
now
में
we're
तो
still.
कम से कम पता चल जाता है, but if somebody is going to be pulling this on a regular person,
Yeah.
it'll be more detrimental to them. Because हमारे लिए it's more believable कि हाँ celebrity है, किसी ने copy कर लिया. But एक आम आदमी के लिए it's even more dangerous कि वो कैसे prove करेगा?
Yeah, it's harder to take things off. Also, I also feel like sometimes fake articles. There were some fakest articles roaming around about me. Which
AI ने लिखे थे या किसी इंसान ने
नहीं,
लिखे
वो
थे?
तो किसी इंसान ने लिखे थे, किसी ऐप ने लिखे थे to promote themselves. And it's been so hard for me because they morphed like Times of India, they morphed BBC on it and all. So I had like my family members and so many people messaging me, what is this? And they've taken some pictures from like different films where I'm crying. They made the eyes more red and all, and it's like some scandalous thing has happened to me. So, and honestly, it was really difficult for me also at my position to get those articles off, because once it's out, it circulates to another level. You can't kahan se nikaloge, you know. So I feel like it's a scary place.
Yeah.
Also, I to feel like social media is probably one of the worst things that's happened to our generation in general.
I
Like
agree.
it's just like the amount of stress, the amount of like issues that it's created, and the amount of information. Our brain is not used to having so much information fed to it like all the time. You know, people getting addicted to phones. We're talking to our phones and seeing things on our phones randomly. Sometimes there's no reason why I'm scrolling, and I scroll for an hour and it passes. I'm like, मैं
वही
क्या
theme
कर
है
रही
इस film
थी?
की actually.
Yeah.
वही theme है that it is basically the concept of getting something that's customized to you. कि एक एल्गोरिथम है, वो आपको वो देगा जो आपको उससे चाहिए. आम इंसान के साथ ऐसे नहीं होता है. आज मैं और ये बैठेंगे, कुछ टाइम बिताएंगे, कुछ चीज़ें हमें एक दूसरे की अच्छी लगेंगी, कुछ चीज़ें हम नहीं समझ पाएंगे,
लड़ाई भी होगी,
but हम अपना
Disagreement.
मेंटल बैंडविड्थ खोलेंगे that everything that I think is right might not be right. But जब आप एक एल्गोरिथम के साथ इंटरैक्ट करते हो and tells you everything that you're saying is right and gives you more of it, तो you get only closed with your own thoughts and your own opinions, and it's actually turning you into an addict. तो actually सिफरा भी in a way वही तो point है फिर.
Yeah.
Also, when you meet human beings and you're interacting, you would like, there's going to be more communication after a point. With a robot, like if she's reading what you're feeling and how you're feeling, I'm reacting to your feelings and I'm almost mirroring your feelings. You know, for some time you might just feel like, यार मुझे यही चाहिए. She has everything. Yeah. नहीं पता है, कुछ नहीं पता है.
But finally, जाते जाते यही बोलूँगा, you know, that recently I interviewed Mrunal because you spoke about
Recently I
no, because his
interviewed
co-star Mrunal.
Yeah,
I was like, okay.
And this is a question for you, but I would also like you to add. When you talk about articles and social media being like a huge problem today, she spoke about something that when paparazzi clicks pictures, they are clicking pictures, they're clicking videos, but when it goes live on any of the pages, particular body parts are highlighted.
Circle.
And particular body parts are spoken about. People are actually doing wardrobe malfunction videos which get a lot of views. This has become like an order of the day, and it's becoming very difficult especially for female actors to battle this. What do you have to say about that?
Once again, I have to, for the longest time, when I'm wearing something short and I'm on a stage, I genuinely tell my co-actors, can you please come and stand in front of me till I sit and adjust myself? Because I don't trust anyone who's clicking pictures and all, because they do purposely zoom. It's happened with me before. So I just feel like it's your own morality, dude. Like, what are you like becoming and living with? How are you living with that? I think I heard PC somewhere abroad where I think apparently she fell somewhere and she
Nobody clicked.
Nobody. They all stopped. You know, and that video picture, nothing is out. Nobody knows that she fell. You know, I feel like somewhere that kind of conduct needs to be there. You know, we all have to respect each other.
Yeah.
See, this is a problem at multiple levels.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe for a woman, of course, you know, when one is with a co-actor, when I'm with my wife, when I'm with my family, my eyes are wide open to ensure, okay, yaar, I'm here. Because why is that there? That insecurity is there because somewhere I know chance मिला तो कर लेंगे shoot. तो है ना, तो हमसे मत पूछो ना. हम तो कैमरे के सामने हैं. You're asking the wrong person.
That's true. But I hope this changes. But thank you. And I know that this movie is gonna work. I have that feeling. I think it's made for everybody, which is the best part about it. And everybody's questions have been answered with the trailer, and I'm pretty sure when we watch the film and we do a success interview again, then we will get to talk
खाली
a lot
interview
more.
का सोच रहा है.
अरे हाँ, और क्या बस. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Experience the next level of imaging with the Vivo X100 series. Buy now.